Right, so this season's 90 Day Fiancé has finally come to an end. So now it's make or break time. After a reality TV show ends, the stars of the series usually find themselves at a bit of a cliff edge of public interest. Once the season is over, viewers don't really have a story to follow along with anymore, so they don't really have a reason to keep following the cast members on social media. Before the mass exodus happens, most of them end up cashing in on their dying moments of fame through things like brand deals, clothing lines, and guest appearances, before they inevitably fade into irrelevancy. Very few are actually able to turn the following they gain from the show into a springboard of success, but that doesn't stop almost every single one of them from trying. This season's 90 Day Fiancé drama definitely gave Big Ed a platform to start from, and Instagram is definitely the place that he sees that opportunity. Since the show aired on TLC, he's gained over 460,000 followers. By the way, I do realise the irony of making a video on irrelevancy on someone with 30 times as many followers as I have, but what can you do? If you want to help redress this criminal injustice, feel free to drop me a follow on social media. I quite often let you guys have a say in video topics, things you want me to cover in follow-up videos, and things like that. So if you want to get involved or you just want to come say hi, go check out the social media links down below. But anyway, Big Ed's growth is obviously slowing down now the series is finished. He gained over 200,000 followers in the series' prime in April, and then 150,000 in May, and then in June when the series finished, he gained 50,000 followers. He's still gaining followers now the season's over, but the other day he had his first net loss, so it definitely seems like he's approaching that cliff edge now. Since the series started, and even now it's over, he's been posting on Instagram several times a day, he's been going live almost every evening, and he's been reposting pretty much every Instagram story he gets tagged in. But he doesn't seem to be getting a lot of love in return at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if most people followed him because they were following the Big Ed and Rose saga, and then came to dislike him during the series, but then just never ended up unfollowing him. Lately there's a TikTok that's been going viral, and it's basically the clip of Rose saying "I like the view," which someone's edited on top of a Doja Cat song. And literally his entire feed from the past few weeks is him reposting TikToks from people that have seen him out and about and are wanting to recreate the scene. And I think people are getting pretty tired of it. Like, look at these comments. You've got to come up with some new content. Oh my god, please for the love of god, this is getting old. This is very uncomfortable to watch. The joke's dead now. If I hear this one more time, I'm gonna go crazy. He's also had these really weird cartoons made of him, and they kind of resemble him, but they're not very flattering. People just keep commenting saying that he looks like a fat Mr. Bean. With how the 90 Day Fiancé series ended up going, Big Ed's been getting a lot of criticism on social media lately, and he's had quite a mixed approach to dealing with it. He has a little motto that he says at the end of all of his videos, which is love yourself and laugh at yourself. So he's done a few things like going along with the no neck jokes and adding an icon neck merch line to his store. But then at the same time, he shies away from criticism quite a lot at the moment. He disabled Instagram comments for quite a while after the series finished, and even removed the likes and dislikes from his YouTube videos. I think YouTube is one of the places that Ed's really trying to make a breakthrough, but he hasn't quite cracked it yet. I mean, just using Rose as an example, because they had the same amount of exposure from the show. She's just passed 500,000 subscribers, and Big Ed's barely got a 20th of that. Also, she's getting millions of views per video, and he's only getting a couple of thousand. I think he's struggling because his content seems to be a bit all over the place at the moment. It's like he doesn't really know what to do with his channel. I don't think he quite understands the platform either. Like, most of his videos are kind of Instagram story tier content. Like, he uploaded this weird cartoon of him walking his dog to promote his merch. And he also uploaded this video of him doing a belly flop. And whoever edited the video just unironically used the bruh sound effect.
Bruh.
It's just so bad. It's like a 12-year-old edited it. And then there are these weird motivational videos that he's had up since before 90 Day Fiancé. Like this one called Let's Eat a Frog, where he doesn't actually eat a frog, he just uses it as an example in his weird motivational speech. The only video that's done well on his channel is a mukbang video he did called ASMR Big Ed Korean Mukbang and Dating Secret. But I don't think many of the viewers went for the entertainment value. It's hard to say how many did with the likes and dislikes disabled, but the whole comment section is just filled with people tearing into him. I mean, the top comment by an absolute mile is someone saying, "I hate how he thinks he's a big superstar after being recognised as a bad person." As well, usually ASMRs are meant to be like weirdly satisfying or relaxing, but Big Ed just spends half the video spluttering everywhere and choking on his food.
Oh my god, it's it's spicy, but it's good. Oh shit, I'm getting on my shirt.
And also, for a self-proclaimed funny man, his jokes in these videos are absolutely terrible.
I've never been to Korea. I've been to North Korea. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, good one. But the main thing that people talk about in the comment section is how creepy the way he talks about Asian women is.
I love Korean women. They're so beautiful. I would love to I want to go to Korea. I want to go to Taiwan and Vietnam. Those are my 3 favorite Asian cities that I want to go to.
None of which are cities, of course. And then he just goes on a weird tangent about Asian women again.
I love Asian culture, and I love Asian women. You know why? Because they age well, just like wine. Asian women age like a bottle of wine.
Unlike him, of course, who's aged like a bottle of warm milk left out in the sun. I mean, look at this. Young Ed was actually such a little stud. What the hell happened?
I love Korean women. I love Asian women.
Jokes aside though, I think hearing him fetishize Asian women and then talk about them looking young just reconfirms a lot of the fears we had about how he saw Rose in the relationship. I mean, you'd think he'd have some kind of like PR team trying to help him out and fix his image. You know, like maybe claim malicious editing by the producers or something. But his whole social media just doubles down on the fact that Ed is a creepy narcissist. The jump cuts in this video aren't malicious editing, by the way. It just takes about 10 bites and spends 30 seconds panting in between syllables. And it is painful to watch, so I just cut it out. The one redeeming thing about this video, surprisingly, is actually his dating advice. When I saw dating advice in the title, I was like, this is going to be easy content. Big Ed, who literally several times a day sabotaged his own relationship giving relationship advice. It sounded ridiculous, but there's actually some quite good relationship advice in the video.
You know what? Can I tell you guys a secret when it comes to dating? I'm starting to date again when I ask a girl to go out. When we go to a restaurant, I will see how she treats the waiter. And if she's rude to the waiter, she's out. That means she's mean.
So yeah, I thought it would only be fair to give credit where credit's due. When I was younger, I read a quote that said that you can tell a lot about a person by the way that they treat people who can do nothing for them. And it's been one of my favourite quotes since, so I actually really rated this advice. Although it is kind of funny hearing him talk about treating customer services work as well, after crying about leaving a 17p tip in the Philippines. But either way, Big Ed being Big Ed couldn't leave us thinking he had any redeeming qualities. So at the end, he decided to go back to his creepy fetishizing thing again.
Bullying is not a good thing. Eating is a good thing. Asian women are a good thing, but bullying isn't.
Now this video actually got around 500,000 views, so I think he looked at that and thought that it would be a good idea to do a second one. But honestly, it was terrible. It was even worse than the first one. This one was about 5 minutes longer, but literally nothing happened in it. So don't worry, I'm not going to try and squeeze content out of a dead video. The only difference in this one was that this one was a Hot Wings video, so he just splutters a little bit more than in the last one. Also, he comments on the fact that his shirt is ruined, but just doesn't make the effort to change into a new one.
Hey, listen, if you're ever doing laundry, don't throw a bleach washcloth on a black shirt. Okay, FYI.
The only entertaining part of this video was when the heat got too much for him, and he decided it was a good idea to go and cool off in his hot tub. As if watching him chow down on spicy wings for 15 minutes straight wasn't gross enough, he ends the video by rinsing his tiny sticky hands and mouth in the hot tub water that he's probably going to chill in later on that evening.
Was it really that hot?
Yeah, Richard, grab me sugar.
What? You serious?
Grab me sugar, seriously, yeah. I can't feel my mouth.
It's so grim, just watch his hands.
Okay, wild buffalo wings, they're great. Listen, this is important. I used to be a waiter. Oh my God, sugar in the raw. You guys, that's the only thing that's killing it. Oh, it's working. Okay.
He literally just doesn't care at all. It's like he's a baby having a bath in a kitchen sink. And then the video ends with a sweaty, greasy cartoon of Ed getting hotter and hotter until he drenches himself in the hot tub. I don't know what he did to offend the artist, but he does not seem to like him. Underneath the video, the description gives credit to a videographer, someone in charge of the music, and an editor, so it kind of looks like he's got a little team helping him out. Whether they're just friends or people he's paid or a management company has snapped him up, who knows. But like I said after the finale episode, I don't think this is the end for Big Ed. He is just so hungry for fame and attention that he's not going to give up. And whether you love him or hate him, he just is entertaining to watch. With all the trash reality shows that get commissioned every single year, I just get the feeling that someone's going to snap up the chance of signing Ed. I mean, he's already already done half the branding himself. Literally millions of people across the entire world know who Big Ed is, but if you ask them who Ed Brown is, I doubt many of them would know. I mean, I've covered the entire series over the past few months and I've only just found out that that was his name. You'd like to think that he wouldn't get rewarded after becoming famous for being a degenerate, but you don't have to look very far to find bad people doing well in this world just because people find them entertaining. Whether we will see more of him in future or whether he does fade into irrelevancy like most of the other people from this show remains to be seen. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Unfortunately though, that is all we have time for today, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below or comment to let me know what you think, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. As always, links to my Instagram, Twitter, Twitch and other social media will be down below, so feel free to come say hi in between uploads. Thank you for watching and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.